Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here, and yes, I finally have cut my hair. Right now, here's my review of Wrestlemania 15. Yeah, I just finished watching the show just a minute ago, and really, this was a bad WrestleMania. Yeah, this show was terrible. I mean, good God, I mean, it was a really bad show. I mean, there were a couple of good matches on here, but overall, it really was not a good show. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we'll just get right into this thing. Yeah, show started off with America the Beautiful sang by, what's her name, Boys to Men or whatever. And then the first match of the night was a triple threat match for the Hardcore Championship. Al Snow versus Hardcore Holly versus Billy Gunn. And I don't know. This was okay. Yeah, I expected better from this. I mean, this is a hardcore match, really. This match really wasn't violent enough. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of weapon use in here. There was like a hockey stick, and a broomstick, and a chair and stuff. Yeah, but really, this wasn't brutal enough for a hardcore match. And considering this was in Philadelphia, ECW country, or ECW's home, yeah, and yeah, I mean, this is just kind of this is kind of like a watered down hardcore style match. Yeah, Al Snow used a hockey stick on both Billy Gunn and Hardcore Holly, and he eventually broke it. And and then there was a broomstick, which that broke too, and Al Snow was using the broken part of the stick. Yeah, on both Hardcore Holly and Billy Gunn, but the shots he was giving them looked so fake, you could so see that he wasn't really hitting them. And then, and Al Snow set up a table in one of the corners of the ring, and he eventually got slammed through it by Billy Gunn. And then Billy Gunn got a famouser on Al Snow onto a chair there, and as he was covering Al Snow, Hardcore Holly hit Billy in the back with a chair, and he pinned Al Snow, and Hardcore Holly won the Hardcore title. So, yeah, it was alright, but not good enough for a hardcore match. I give that about 2 stars. Then we got the Tag Team Championship match. Owen, Hart, and Jeff Jarrett defending against Test and D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown and Test didn't really coexist together too well. They just got into this match by being the last two in the Battle Royal to determine who would challenge Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett on Sunday Night Heat earlier in the night. This was just bad. The match only lasted like 4 minutes. Nothing really happened during that time. Except the last thing in the match. At the ending, I thought was kind of good. It's like D'Lo Brown was gonna power bomb Jeff Jarrett or something, and Owen Hart got a flying drop kick from the top turnbuckle to D'Lo Brown, and Jeff Jarrett got the pin. And so, 4-minute tag team title match. Are you serious? Yeah, I only give that about a star and a half. And I might even be generous with that. I could have given this 1 star, but I'm just deciding to go a star and a half on this. And then we got the Brawl For All match. Butterbean versus Bart Gunn. Yeah, they introduced so many people for this. They introduced the special referee for this contest, which was Vinny Pazienza. Then the 3 judges, who were Kevin Rooney, Chuck Wepner, and Gorilla Monsoon. And then they introduced Butterbean and Bart Gunn. Yeah, I'm not going to be rating this thing. And yeah, I agree with Shamrock629. Rating this is kind of like just rating a UFC or MMA fight. It doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, and the match only hit ended in the first round. Yeah, these were, you all know the rules for Brawl for All 3-1 rounds. It ended in the first round. Yeah, everyone should have known what was going to happen. Butterbean was obviously going to be dominant against Bart Gunn here. I mean, if this was an actual real fight and it wasn't staged, Bart Gunn could have probably been killed. I mean, seriously. Yeah. This probably would have been like Apollo Creed versus Ivan Drago in Rocky IV. Or Bart Gunn would have just totally been killed by Butterbean. I mean, seriously. Yeah, and Bart Gunn, he got knocked the fuck out. Really. God, Butterbean just gave a huge right hand on Bart Gunn's chin, and Bart Gunn was out. Yeah, so Butterbean won. And while Butterbean was celebrating, the San Diego Chicken came to the ring, and he was kind of dancing around with Vinny Pazienza. Vinny Pazienza eventually uppercut the San Diego Chicken, who we would later find out was Pete Rose. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not going to rate that thing. And then we got the Big Show versus Mankind, and the winner of this match would be the special guest referee in the WWE Championship match between The Rock and Stone Cold later in the night. Yeah, and this match really wasn't good. I'd say this is Mick Foley's worst match in WrestleMania history, and that's really saying something, because usually Mick Foley doesn't have the greatest matches in WrestleMania history. I'd say his only good matches are the dumpster match from WrestleMania 14, Fatal 4-Way from WrestleMania 16, which was, I'd say, barely good, and the match with Edge at WrestleMania 22. Everything else, well, wait a second, yeah, and also the handicap match with him and The Rock versus Evolution, yeah, that was good too, I'd say, but yeah, this, yeah, I mean, yeah, this wasn't really that great at all. I'd say it only lasted about 6-7 minutes at best. Yeah, not really too much happening here. Big Show was just kind of being, kind of kicked Mankind's butt. Mankind got Mr. Sacco, and he stuffed it in Big Show's mouth quite a few times in this match because Big Show kept fighting out of it. And then, something that just doesn't make sense is the way this match ends. Alright, while they're on the outside of the ring, Big Show gets a chair. He hits Mankind in the back with it several times. Referee doesn't call for the bell. But then, when they get in the ring, Big Show sets 2 chairs up and he chokeslams Mankind through those chairs. Or onto those chairs, and then the referee calls for the bell and disqualifies Big Show. So if he was just going to disqualify him with the chokeslam right there, why didn't he just disqualify him when he hit Mankind with the chairs? So yeah, that didn't make sense, and yeah, Big Show got disqualified, so Mankind won, and he was appointed the referee for Rock Stone Cold. Then Vince McMahon came out, and he confronted the Big Show for screwing up their plan for Big Show to officiate to make sure that Stone Cold wouldn't win the title. And Vince McMahon was telling Big Show that he's a nobody compared to Vince McMahon, and then he slapped Big Show, and Big Show knocked Vince McMahon out with a punch. So yeah, for that, Vince McMahon had Big Show arrested, and then Mankind was stretchered to the back, and we later find out was taken to a hospital. So yeah, people were wondering what was going to happen with the referee for Rock Stone Cold, and then later on in the show, Vince McMahon appointed himself the referee for the match. And so yeah, that match, not good. I give it 1 star. Then we got the Intercontinental Championship match in a 4-corner elimination match. The Road Dogg defending against Val Venis, Goldust, and Ken Shamrock. And in this match, Goldust was accompanied by the Blue Meanie and Ryan Shamrock, Ken Shamrock's sister. Good God, this match was so crappy. I mean, seriously. I mean, I guess the match overall, wrestling-wise, it really wasn't that bad, but the way it was booked was just, God. Yeah, the booking for the match just really ruins it. It was good back and forth. It's good action between all of them. And yeah, it wasn't really anything too disappointing wrestling-wise. But then at one point, while Venis and Ken Shamrock are the two guys in the way this match worked was that there were two legal guys and the other two would be in the corners and attacks could be made to anybody. And yeah, so yeah, going back to what I said, Ken Shamrock and Venis were the two legal guys. They started to fight outside the ring and up the aisleway. And then they both just got counted out. Yeah, Ken Shamrock tried running back to the ring, but he didn't make it in time, so both Venis and Ken Shamrock were eliminated by count out. So yeah, that takes it down. And then it was down to Goldust and Road Dogg. And yeah, it was alright, back and forth up between the two of them. But yeah, this match really should have been better. And yeah, at the end of this match, Goldust is he runs over to the ropes in the place where the Blue Meanie and Ryan Shamrock are, and Ryan Shamrock just trips Goldust. I don't know if it was by accident or not. Yeah, and then eventually Goldust was trying to, I think, body slam Road Dogg or something, but Road Dogg countered it and got Goldust, I think, in a bridge pin or something, and the Road Dogg won in the match. And then afterwards, Blue Meanie told Goldust that it was Ryan Shamrock who tripped him. And then, yeah, Goldust just told Ryan Shamrock to leave. So yeah, that was probably like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it really should have been better. I give it 2 1/4. And then we had Kane versus Triple H. During Kane's entrance, the San Diego Chicken came out, tried to assault him because it was Pete Rose. He wanted to get some revenge from what happened at WrestleMania 14, but Kane made a comeback at the San Diego Chicken, and he pulled the head off, and it was Pete Rose. And then he took Pete Rose into the ring and tombstone Pete Rose again. So year number 2, where Kane has assaulted Pete Rose and embarrassed him. Yeah, so Kane versus Triple H. I don't know. This is probably like the 3rd best match of the night. Yeah, this was okay. I thought it was a good match between the two of them, but yeah, the ending of the match just ruins it. So yeah, it was good back and forth between the two of them. Yeah, I'd say this is probably the worst match that Kane and Triple H have had against each other. Yeah, Triple H was just trying to get some revenge on Triple H for what happened to Chyna, because a few weeks before this, Kane accidentally shot a fireball in Chyna's face. So yeah, it was alright between the two of them, and at the end of this match, Chyna comes out of the ringside and she puts some steel steps into the ring. We think it's because she's trying to help Kane. Kane got the steel steps. Triple H kicked them back into Kane's face. I think Kane, he chokeslammed Triple H, yeah? Or was it Tombstone? I'm gonna say he chokeslammed him. Then Chyna got a chair. She went to the ring, kind of like saying she wanted a piece of Triple H, but then Chyna hit Kane in the back with the chair. And yeah, disqualified Triple H. And then Triple H got the chair and hit Kane a few times with it, and Triple H and Chyna reunited. Yes, the disqualification just totally ruined the match. For me, yeah, disqualifications no one wants to see, obviously. Yeah, so because of the disqualification, rating goes down. I give it 2.5 stars. Then we got the Women's Championship match, Sable defending against Tori. Oh my god. This is definitely the worst women's match at WrestleMania ever. Match totally sucked. Tori's attire was horrible. I just hated Tori's attire. It reminded me of the attire the Giant Gonzalez wore. Really, and this match was just totally sloppy. It sucked so bad. And yeah, almost everything about this match looked totally fake. And yeah, Sable won. Who gives a crap? Dud. Then we got the European Championship match. Shane McMahon defending against X-Pac. Yeah, I'd say this was good. Yeah, this was the second best match of the night. Yeah, Tess was in Shane's corner for the match, and the Mean Street Posse were sitting in the front row, Shane's friends. Yeah, and Tess was getting involved a lot in this match, and the Mean Street Posse tried to get involved too, while X-Pac was right in front of them. They were holding on to him, but X-Pac assaulted all of them. And really, the referee was just being an idiot in this match, really. Every time Tess got involved, it was because the referee wasn't paying attention and he was busy with Shane. And it happened way too much in this match. The referee was just an idiot. Yeah, X-Pac got the Bronco Buster on Shane in the match. And then Shane was trying to go for the Rock's corporate elbow, as it was called at the time. But X-Pac, I don't know. I forgot, did Shane counter with it, or did X-Pac stop him? Yeah, something happened there. And then Shane tried to go for the Bronco Buster, but X-Pac moved out of the way. Yeah, and really, Shane was kind of overselling a little bit in this match. Yeah, and then at the end of this match, as Tess was trying to get involved again, Triple H came down to ringside, pulled Tess out, and Chyna got up on the ring apron, distracting the referee, and Triple H pedigreed X-Pac and turned on X-Pac and DX, and Shane won. And then after the match, the rest of DX, New Age Outlaws, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg came, and Tess, Triple H, Shane, and all of them, they assaulted them. And then Kane came to the ring, and then all Triple H, Chyna, Shane, and Tess, they all bailed, and Kane went after them. So yeah, overall that was a good match. I thought it was enjoyable. I give it 3 stars. Then we got the Hell in a Cell match, The Undertaker versus the Big Boss Man. I remember when I ranked the Hell in a Cell matches this past August, I said that I thought this was better than some matches from the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I take that back. No, it's not. Yeah, this is definitely the worst Hell in a Cell match in history. But I still think it had a couple of enjoyable spots. Yeah. Overall, wrestling-wise, not that great, but yeah. I did like Boss Man handcuffing Undertaker to the cell, even though when he just hit him with the nightstick like 2 times, Undertaker broke the cuffs. Yeah, and the match really didn't last that long either. I don't think it even lasted 10 minutes. Yeah, the Big Boss Man did counter the tombstone once, but yeah, eventually the Undertaker did get a real tombstone in on the Big Boss Man, and the Undertaker won. Yeah, the best part of me was after the match. As you all know, the Brood, Gangrel, Edge, and Christian come down on the top of the cell, and they attach a noose to the cell, and the Undertaker hangs the Big Boss Man from the cell. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, overall, not really that great of a match. Star and 3/4. And then we got the main event for the WWF WWE Championship, The Rock versus Stone Cold, and it was made into a no disqualification match. And as Vince McMahon came out for special referee duty, Shawn Michaels came out and he told Vince McMahon that he had no authority to make himself the guest referee, and he wasn't going to be a referee, and he just brought in Mike Chioda, a normal referee, to officiate the match. And he said that he might let Vince McMahon come down to ringside, but as far as the rest of the corporation, they were banned from ringside. So Rock versus Stone Cold, this was definitely a really good match. Match of the night, definitely. overall, I think this is probably the weakest match that they've had against each other. Yeah, some people could probably say their match at Backlash might have been a little bit weaker. I don't know, but I'm going to say this is probably their weakest match against each other, but it's still good. I mean, yeah, they were fighting in the aisleway at the beginning of this match. Yeah, The Rock targeted Stone Cold's knee in the match. Actually, yeah, The Rock at one point spit some water into Stone Cold's face, and then Stone Cold eventually returned the favor and spit some water in The Rock's face. Yeah, Stone Cold made 2 jumps from the barricade onto the expansion out Sable on The Rock, and the second time the table broke. Didn't break the first time, but the second time it did. Yeah, Stone Cold accidentally hit Mike Chioda in the head with the steel chair. And then Tim White came down to officiate the match to continue on. And then The Rock eventually rock bottomed Tim White intentionally. And Stone Cold gave The Rock the stunner. Rock oversells the stunner like he always does. And then Earl Hebner comes down. The Rock survived the stunner. Then Vince McMahon came down to ringside. And he knocked out Earl Hebner with a punch. And him and The Rock were double teaming Stone Cold. And then Mankind came out, and he got rid of Vince McMahon, and he officiated the rest of the match since he was appointed the referee from beating Big Show. The Rock got the rock bottom on Stone Cold. But Stone Cold kicked out. And The Rock got another rock bottom on him, and he tried the corporate elbow, but Stone Cold moved out of the way, and The Rock hit his elbow on the canvas. And Stone Cold tried to do the stunner. Rock countered it. Rock tried to do a rock bottom. Rock countered it. And then Stone Cold did get a Stone Cold stunner on The Rock, and Stone Cold wins the title. And Stone Cold, after the match, he has his beer celebration, and he celebrates with Earl Hebner. And Earl Hebner is really into it. And then, as Vince McMahon is saying he doesn't deserve the belt, Stone Cold takes out Vince McMahon, brings him into the ring, and he soaks him in beer. And celebration goes on. So yeah, it was a good match. I give it 3.5 stars. Overall, this show, I give it about a 5 out of 10. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not a great WrestleMania at all. Not even good. It's a bad WrestleMania, but at least it had The Rock versus Stone Cold on it. And Shane versus X-Pac was also enjoyable. Rest of it, not too good at all. Yeah, it's probably in like top 5, top 6 WrestleManias of all time, somewhere in there. Yeah, so, yeah, not a good show, but definitely see Rock vs. Stone Cold if you haven't seen it. So yeah, that's it for my WrestleMania 15 review. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.